This is the TV news for Friday, February 18th, 2011. Brought to you by Cooking for Bachelors, the online cooking school for anyone who wants to learn to cook. Visit them at cookingforbachelors.tv. Hello, I'm Jeff Grimshaw, and we begin with the sports TV news. Can you believe it? March Madness is almost upon us. But this is not your father's March Madness on TV. In fact, it isn't even last year's March Madness on TV. And here to explain the new way that viewers will watch March Madness is Eric Mackerlin. Eric.
You're right, Jeff. It's not the same NCAA tournament anymore when it comes to television coverage, as CBS celebrates its 30th year covering the tournament. Essentially what's happened here is that for the first time in the history of the tournament, first time in its 73-year history, you're going to be able to watch every game in its entirety on television, okay? Every single game. The way they're going to be doing that is they're going to be staggering the start times across all of the networks that are covering the tournament. So you'll be able to be in control yourself. Instead of CBS waiting for CBS to switch between exciting games, you're going to be able to make the switch yourself. It's a really, really welcome development, and I want to congratulate the folks at CBS and their partners at Turner for making this decision. Now here's how it's going to work. In this year's tournament, starting March 15th and 16th, it's going to get kicked off on True TV, okay? Those first three games will be on True TV on March 15th and the 16th, okay? Then you'll go to CBS and Turner for the start of the tournament on March the 17th. And here's how it's all going to shake out. Essentially, CBS is going to air the Final Four, the semifinals, and the National Championship for the 30th time, in addition to a total of 26 games throughout the tournament, including the second round, third round, Sweet 16, and the Elite Eight. Okay, here's the new wrinkle. Turner is going to air 41 games across its three television networks. TBS will air a total of 16 contests, including games in the second, third round, and the Sweet 16. TNT will air a total of 12 games, including second and third round matchups. And True TV, as I said, will tip off tournament coverage, airing all first four, as well as a total of 13 games during the first four and the second round. They're going to stagger the start times of all of these games. So let's say you're watching a game on CBS, it gets boring. You go over to True TV, you can watch that game. Let's say you're watching a game on True TV, you see a score of a tight game, you want to leave, you leave. And before all these other years, you waited for CBS to make the programming choice for you. Smart stuff from CBS and Turner. Next week, we're going to tell you about what's going to happen with the tournament on your iPad, your smartphone, and tablet apps, so you can watch the entire tournament.
All right, well, sorry, CBS, you're no longer in control. I am. Eric, we thank you very much. Very informative, and we will see you next week.
Get ready for the TV industry celebration of 2011. It's happening this November, but the big announcement is coming in March. Stay tuned.
This is a TV news update. We are coining this explosive story Watsongate. We told you how IBM supercomputer Watson mopped up the floor with Jeopardy Uber champions Ken Jennings and Brad Rutter. Well, what we didn't know at airtime was that a PBS producer doing a behind-the-scenes story on Jeopardy's Man vs. Machine is now reporting that Watson crashed. Yes, crashed on as many as 4 occasions during the competition. Tape was stopped, adjustments were made, all the rebooting went on, and then the competition was dutifully restarted. Fraud, fake, phony, impostore. That is not how Jeopardy is played. If a human contestant goes into vapor lock, so be it. And that's the way it should have been with every competitor, including the indomitable Watson, who apparently was beyond domitable. This is a travesty of a sham of a mockery. Yes, it's Travis Sham mockery, and we are now officially adjusting the TVNews.tv's intellectual superiority firing order to number 1, Ape, Dr. Zayas and Company, 2, Man, 3, Watson, 4, A Box of Rocks, and of course, running a distant 5th, Pauly Shore. And this programming note here on the TVNews.tv. With the explosion of the Hispanic market in all phases of media, we will be introducing the TV News Hispanic Media Report beginning this coming Monday. And with us will be our newest correspondent, Gabriel Reyes of Reyes Entertainment. And again, this all begins Monday and continues every Monday thereafter. Well, anytime now, the TV news will smash 300,000 views by top TV and new media pros. Have a look at our clout scores, which measure our influence in social media within the TV industry. Impressive, most impressive, but you are not a Jedi yet. To become a big deal sponsor of the TV news, ping us with an email at advertise@thetvnews.tv. Hey, we would love to connect with you on Facebook, on Twitter, and on LinkedIn. And here's how we can connect. And that about does it for this edition of the TV News. Remember, we will be back on Monday with our brand new Hispanic Media Report. I'm Jeff Grimshaw. We thank you very much for watching, and as always, go out and make it a great holiday weekend.
The TV News has been brought to you by American Ingenuity TV. For all of your electronic marketing and creative challenges, American Ingenuity TV is simply the solution.